Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Glad you could be here. I would like to say first, before we get started here, thank you for all my new subscribers I've had in the past few weeks. I really appreciate it. That really makes doing these videos worth it. So please don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that bell notification so you know every time that I upload a video. The more subscribers I get, obviously, the more I'll be able to put out some videos. So today what we're doing is a Cavatelli pasta tossed in a spicy Creole sauce or Cajun sauce and topped with some blackened shrimp. It's going to be real good. What we're going to start here first is we're going to start with the pasta. Now you'll notice here when I get started, we're not using any eggs and there's no exact amount. I'm kind of just say, well, I'm going to be feeding 3 people. Kind of know how much pasta I need, so I just kind of base that on how much I'm using. So no exact measurement. I got some warm water here. It's always better to use not enough than too much. So just start with little bits and just start incorporating it into the dough, and then eventually just work it all in. You may have some water left over, no big deal. It's better than having to put too much water. So let's get this dough made. Alright, that's about ready now. So what we're going to do now is spend about 5 or 6 minutes kneading this dough, get it to the right consistency, and then we'll let it rest for about 20 minutes or so. So let's knead it up. Pretty easy to do, nothing too technical about it. Just fold it over, press it down with the palm of your hand, press away from your body, fold it back up, and press it back. Just repeat that over and over. It's going to feel kind of grainy at first, especially if you use this kind of flour. This is 100% Durham semolina flour, so that's why we didn't use any eggs. The gluten content's so high that you really don't need to worry about that, or at least as far as eggs go. So you're going to want to stop once you start noticing that the dough is fairly smooth. It almost feels like any kind of regular, like pizza dough or pie dough or whatever, bread dough. It'll feel smooth. Like right now it does not feel smooth. It almost feels like wet cornmeal. So we're just going to work on this and then we'll come back. And like magic, there it is. So what we're going to do now is wrap it in some plastic, let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then we will be ready to roll it out, cut it up, and start making our pasta. Okay, our pasta has sat for about 30 minutes. What we're going to do now is unwrap it, roll it out on a lightly floured surface, and we're going to get it just a little bit more than about 1/4 inch in thickness. Cut it into strips and start cutting it up in little pieces to get ready to form the cavatelli. So keep an eye on this and let's do it. Okay, we have our first batch of pasta ready to go for the board. Now, seems confusing, but it's really quite easy. You don't have to use the pasta bench scraper like I have. You can use your knife, like a butter knife, that sort of thing. And all you do is watch out for little fingers. Put the piece of square pasta on the board and press down and pull it away from you, and it automatically rolls out into these little spirals. It's actually quite fun, and they have different types of boards you can buy that have different patterns on them. This is actually just a generic gnocchi board, but it works perfect for Cavatelli because they're similar, except gnocchi's made of potato and this is normal pasta. So that's it. So we're going to be doing this for a while, so let's get to it. And there's our final pasta, all done, ready to get cooked. All right, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get to the shrimp and sauce. So today we're going to be using fresh shrimp, not frozen, and not deshelled, deveined. We're going to do it all ourselves. Number one, because it's way cheaper, and number two, it's really not that hard to take the shells off. Leaving the tails on and then deveining them. The idea of this was to show you how to do that. Unfortunately, I did not have my camera set up at the right angle, so you really can't see how I'm doing it as far as in one move, just popping the shell off just like that. And then you cut the back side of the shrimp, split it open, and then you pull out the vein. You can see me doing it, but it's off camera, so that'll have to be another video. I'll show you how to do that, because it really is worth it, and you save quite a bit of money, and you get fresh shrimp instead of frozen. So let's move on to the next step. Okay, we're back. I've got my camera people up from their naps now, so now no more voiceovers, hopefully. So we got our shrimp seasoned up. We're gonna fry that first, and then once that's done, we'll put it off to the side. I got some butter. This is for our Creole seasoning sauce, cream sauce. It's got some butter. I got a mixture of orange and red peppers, a chopped onion. I got some Better Than Bouillon. You can use regular bouillon, but I like the Better Than Bouillon paste. It's amazing. And got some cream, and I got some other spices. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start these shrimp up, and then we're gonna get going. All right, we got our skillet heating up, medium-high heat. Gonna throw about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil in there, get that good and hot. And then we're gonna wait for that to heat up. And we'll throw the shrimp on there. All right, our oil is ready. So now we're gonna lay our shrimp. Quickly as we can, because we want them almost all to be cooking at the same time. We might have to do this actually in a couple batches. Definitely gonna have to do in a couple batches. All right. Let these cook for about 2 minutes on each side. Then we're going to pull them off and start our sauce. So we'll come back here when it's time to flip them over. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. We're going to start flipping these frantically. Try and remember. You know what? Don't do this. It's hot. Kids, don't try this at home. But I am a professional. There you go. That dark color, that's what the blackening seasoning called Cajun Island. It's the best. They also have a blackening sauce that is absolutely amazing. Isn't that right, Mom?
Yes.
Yeah. It's very good. I would give these about another minute because they're pretty cooked pretty quick. And we'll start with our second batch. All right, second batch in. There we go. About a minute and a half, and I'll flip them over. Okay, time to flip. Second flip, I'm going to turn my heat down to just below medium. Let this pan cool off a little bit. We're going to start our sauce as soon as these are done. Second batch of shrimp coming off. Looking pretty good. Alright, this pan probably hasn't cooled down enough, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to cool it off a little bit.
cool that down some more. After that, it turned way down low. Put our butter in. It's about half a stick of butter, about 4 tablespoons. Alright. And heat up a little bit. Alright, perfect. Butter in there. Now we're going with our 1 small onion. Come back up on heat. I'm going to probably use all of my peppers. Start with half. I think that'll be good. Mainly just looking for some texture in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is just cook these onions and peppers down a little bit till they're nice and soft. And then we'll start in on the cream and the broth. Alright, going in, we've probably got a half a cup of water. It's going to get all that yummy bits on the bottom to come up into the sauce. I think a little bit more because it's burning off pretty quick. Temperature down. And then I'm putting in a good helping gob of my bouillon paste. Alright, let's go a little bit more. Actually, you know what? We're going to add our Cajun seasoning. Go like that. And then I want to add my cream. I'll use all of it. Alright, and come right back. Alright, thicken it up. I would add a little bit of cornstarch with some water and put it in here. I just use a little bit of flour. That's what I have handy. I'm going to let this simmer a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of paprika for some color. Get a little taste on it. Let's see how it is. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. All right. I think we're about ready. We're gonna go ahead and toss in our finished Cavatellis that we made from scratch. And we'll just let them get heated up. And then we'll see, we'll serve it up on a plate. There you go. And there it is. Blackened shrimp over Cajun cream Cavatelli, all homemade. I hope you like this video. You're definitely gonna have to try this recipe because it's really good. Thank you for watching, and thank you to all my new subscribers. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you'll know every time I put out another video like this, which I will be in about a week. I'm gonna be smoking some stuff on the smoker, so make sure you check back. Thanks.